Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, which of the following exponential functions represents growth? And then we have several exponential functions, right? So the first thing that I'm looking for is, I'm looking for a function that represents a growth, right? So we need to find out which element of the exponential function determines the growth, right? So let's see if you remember this one. We have y equals a times b to the x power, right? Do you remember what a represents? A is your starting value, right? So let's go ahead and write it down over here. What about b? B is actually the one that represents the changes, right? How much and how is something changing. So B is the one that determines my growth, right? And not only that, but I know that if B is greater than 1, then it will be a growth, right? Okay, so let's look at the functions that are given to me. Look at 1. So 1 says, what's my B? I'm going to write it down over here. So this is 1/5 parentheses 4 to the x power. So which will be my b? It will be the 4, right? So I'm going to write down over here f of x equals, and then I'm going to write a times b to the x power, okay? Because the one that I'm going to focus is b right there. So how's my b right there? Is it greater or less than 1? It's greater than 1, right? So that shows me a growth. Very good. What about the next one? Let's go ahead and do the next one. So this will be f of x equals, and then we have 1 parentheses 0.5 to the x power. So who am I going to focus on? 0.5. Is that a number greater than 1? No, right? It's less than 1. Therefore, that's not a growth. That's a decay. Very good. So no, that cannot be my answer, right? I'm looking for what? I'm looking for a growth. Okay, so it's right there. Okay, what about the next one? Let's go on to the next function, number 3, right? So this will be f of x equals 3/5, and then this will be 5/3 to the x power. So 5/3, is that, and please be careful because a lot of the times we think that 5/3 looks like a fraction, therefore it has to be a number less than 1. And you got to remember that 5/3, it's an improper fraction. So this is actually equals to 1 and 2/3. So that basically is greater than 1. Is that right? So this is a growth. Very good. Okay? And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a growth, right? And again, I'll focus only on this number. Let's do the last one. And my last one will be f of x equals -3 parentheses 1/8 to the x power. So let's look at my b value, and that is 1/8. Is 1/8 greater than 1? No, right? It's less than. Very good. Therefore, that's going to be a decay. So I only have 2 of them, right? Which is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. And this is number 4. So my answer will be number 1 and number 3. Okay, and that will be letter B. Very good. That's my answer, guys.